My name is Brian Ernst. I'm a dual citizen of the Lenape Nation. And I'm very proud of that. Many moons ago, we signed the first constitutionally protected treaty with the United States in 1778. If anybody wants to see what the implications of imposing Christian law onto a body politic looks like, look no further than the historical relationship between Native Americans and the Church of State in this hemisphere.
Yeah, there's something deep down that I need to say. It's more than a couple of words written on a loose leaf page. I know it might sound crazy, but know that it's true. The purpose of my life, yeah, my purpose is you. And I don't know else to say it. Sure as hell, I can't fake it, but I descend from the pearl-plated palace when the church became complacent, putting politics above unconditional love. Read about the Prince of Peace, turn the other cheek, but I missed the part about guns. Got a crisis on our hands, occupation of foreign land. 70 million people fled their home. We got blood upon our hands when they washed upon our border. People proved a new world order since we live in fear. Said you can't come here, you one of the others. So we take more than we need. Justify the homeless with our greed. What made the good Samaritan different from the Levite and the priest? Worshipping the Palestinian Jew, born a refugee too, on a Geneva Conventions that was signed in 1952. There's a storm that's blowing up on Calvary, like a stampede of horses destined to be free. Remember everything that you've been shown. Stand for what's right, and if you stand alone. There's a storm that's blowing up on Calvary, like a stampede of horses destined to be free. Remember everything that you've been shown. Stand for what's right, and if you stand alone.
Christian nationalism has 531 years of explaining that they have to do. And to further exemplify my point, I respectfully ask how we as Christians reconcile honor thy word with honor thy treaties, pursuant to Article 6 of the United States Constitution.
You can't hear the train coming up around that bend. It's calling out my name when it called a couple of friends. And bigotry is subtle when you cross-examine your bubble. Take to the streets when you move your feet, you bound to get into trouble. Pretend your rose-colored lens. How you view it's really pretend. Cost your community, your relationship with your family and your friends. Ask forgiveness for this sin when you can't make amends. If you sing about the struggle, have an impact on your ends. Cause the more we sweat in peace, the less we bleed in war. My dad was 70 numbers away from getting drafted to the war. That put a thing into perspective when your bloodline's affected. Fear gone to Vietnam, I never ever been born. So keep looking to the sky, giving thanks for the breath and life. All memories you have collected that make you feel alive. And when it finally comes your time, lucky to say goodbye. The only thing I live on is the love you leave behind. There's a storm that's blowing up on Calvary, like a stampede of horses destined to be free. Remember everything that you've been shown. Stand for what's right, and if you stand alone. There's a storm that's blowing up on Calvary, like a stampede of horses destined to be free. Remember everything that you've been shown. Stand for what's right, and if you stand alone.
The future. I'm here because the blueprint that Christian nationalism is using against pride is the same blueprint that was used and still being used against Native Americans today. It all starts with somebody saying, you are not permitted to be here. Thank you so much, Wanishi.
Thank you, Mr. Ernst.